Hi, welcome back to Mona's Take. I am your host, monadrose, and we are here to talk about everything reality TV. Today we're going to be talking about day 18, night 19 in the house, what I have so far. I'm going to go ahead and film this. At the time of filming, renoms have not been made. So I am watching that to come back on. If it comes back on before I get through with the video, I'll edit it to the end. So, stick around. If you don't want any spoilers, please pause and come back and watch after Wednesday night. Yeah, that'll be veto ceremony and everything will be Wednesday night. So, if you don't want any spoilers, pause this, come back Wednesday night and watch. But don't forget to come back and watch. And don't forget, comment, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything I have coming up. People are acting on a whole nother level on that. Can't wait to see that karma train coming through. Choo-choo. Mood of the day. Really? You gotta give us more credit than that. Some people, buckle up, buttercup. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Alright, so let's get right into it. Jared. I'm gonna need someone in that house to find some duct tape and just tape his mouth shut for the rest of the season. It can't talk to anybody. He is going to keep on until he exposes his own secret. He has alluded to Blue several times. Come right out and said, I have a secret. The first time she said, does anybody else know? And he said, everybody on the outside of the house knows. Well, then last night he's telling her, I really want to trust you with my secret, but I just can't right now. But there will come a time where I can trust you with it. And I am thinking, dude, just shut up. Zip it. He is going to be the downfall of Suri in this game. You mark my words. He just needs to stop. Then he turns right around and he tells Corey that there's an alliance that Miss Felicia built that is Felicia, Jag, Blue, Matt, Siri, Izzy, and himself. Comes out and tells Corey this. No prodding, no nothing, just free information flowing out of his mouth like diarrhea. Kid needs to shut up. He definitely has not gotten the skills from his mom to play these games. I promise you that. So, no sooner did I quit watching the beats last night to record the video you guys saw this morning or last night. All the house went to hell in a handbasket again. They had a plan. So far, that plan has been executed perfectly. Jack got veto so he can take himself off the block so they can backdoor heist him. Easy week. Easy peasy. Everybody in the house agrees. Not so fast. I swear I think over the course of last night, Felicia, Izzy, and Serene have damn near talked about putting every single person in that house up except for Jared. And Matt. I think they didn't mention Matt. But everybody else has been up for grabs. They don't know if they're making the right move. If they put Heisem in that chair and he's voted out, they're going to lose their numbers. They were going to vote Cameron out. And they talked about Red. And they talked about Bowie. And they talked about Mimi. And they talked about America. They talked about Red. The only ones that they did not talk about putting up were themselves, Jared, and Matt. That's it. Everybody else at one time last night was an option to be put on the block today if Jag pulls himself off. And I say if, we all know he will. If he doesn't, that's the stupidest move in Big Brother history. I'm pretty confident he's going to pull himself off. So that started just as soon as I stopped watching last night. And I picked back up and I'm like, I just said it's going to be an easy peasy week, right? No, this cast, they are working my nerves. Let me tell you, this, you don't know what the hell they're doing from second to second, because there's so much paranoia going on in that house that it is unreal. Siri said it, that it was a lot different than Survivor, because in Survivor, you do the challenge, you go to tribal, you do the vote, they're gone, and you move on to the next day. Well, here you have several days in between each comp and in between the things to go over and talk about things and watch people, and the paranoia sets in and your mind starts going to different places. That is definitely this cast. Like, I don't think there is one person on this cast that's not paranoid. I'd say other than America and Mimi. That's it. The rest of them, their minds go to hell in a handbasket. It's ridiculous. So Izzy and Suri start talking, and they're wondering if it's not a better idea to go after Red instead of Heisem. And I just said, this is what I wrote last night. Damn it, this cast is going to be the death of me. What the hell has Red done to go after him? I'm like, it doesn't make sense. It's going to be a long-ass week. And it is. And even after Jack pulls himself off, which is, I think, is what's going on right now. I'm sitting here watching now. We got the animals back. As soon as they put whoever they're going to put up, which at the moment I think is Heisem, I'm not sure. But it's going to also be, this is what, Monday. So you got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You got 3 days for Heisem to just completely turn this house upside down on their ass. So it could be Heisem going home, or it could be Cameron going home, or it could be whoever the hell they decide to put up beside Cameron. I will find out when the feeds come back on. And if they come back on before I finish this video, then I'm going to pause it and I'm going to add it to the video. So, I'm just so, what is Izzy and Suri doing? Because their mind, both of their minds have so much paranoia about everybody in that house. And then they, even about themselves, it's like, well, I don't know, are we making the right decision? Oh no, well, I don't think we're making the right decision. I think we need to switch it up to this. Oh no, I don't think that's right either. I think we need to go back over here. It's back and forth everywhere. And Izzy and Suri are at the very center of it all. Like, they start a rumor, or they start thinking these paranoid thoughts, and they speak it, and then all of a sudden it goes through the house and it actually happened when it was all in their heads. They're gonna drive me batshit crazy this year. I can promise you. Even watching the feeds, we don't know what the hell they're gonna do. Yes, I am a bit turned up. It has been a rough day watching these feeds. And if they were to nominate Red, actually, if they do anything other than what they had planned on doing, which was putting Heisem up, if they do anything else, any of those people in that house can blow their game sky high. Because they're aligned with everybody in the house. I think except for America. And I think they even got a little side something with her. I don't know. So, within 5 minutes, good Lord. Within 5 minutes, the target has shifted from Heisem to Red to Cameron to Red to Mimi to Bowie and now America. It's going to be a long season. That's within 5 minutes of the game. Just 5 minutes of watching the feeds. That's how quick it went. So now they're talking about Matt, and then they go back to Red. And it goes to Izzy talking to Heisem, and he's saying, you know, what needs to be done. Matt's got to go up. This is, if she'd have done this to begin with, we wouldn't be in this position, da 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 da. And he's basically bitching to Izzy about how Felicia handled it. And Izzy tells him, it was quite blunt. She said, you know, Hyson, she said, you're a very smart man. She said, but people don't always feel like you're talking to them. They feel like you're talking at them, like you're telling them what to do. And you don't always take other people's thoughts and ideals into consideration. You think that you're always right. She's like, you probably should work on that a little bit if you want to be part of the group. Oh, yeah, I understand. And he goes right back to what Felicia should do. So it went right over his head. So yesterday, as if the Big Brother house doesn't already have storms of its own going on. I believe it's in the path of the tropical storm. They also had an earthquake yesterday. It was a 5.5 on the Richter scale. So that's probably when they put them into lockdown yesterday and the feeds went off for a little bit. So that was the reason for that. And now they're under tropical storm. So I don't know. The feed's going down. Maybe very well that the storm has full effect there now. Or they're actually doing the nomination ceremony. I have no idea. Okay, so a new alliance has been formed again. He said, I need a chart. I need to put a chart behind me that points to all the different alliances. So this new alliance is Blue, Siri, Felicia. I'm sorry, Siri. I always say Siri. It's Siri. Oh, try this again. The new alliance is formed. It is Blue, Siri, Felicia, Izzy, Jag, Jared, and Matt. And they call themselves the Savage Seven. Corey is talking to Felicia and them, and he's like, look, you can't change your mind now. You already put in plan to backdoor Hyson. And everybody in the house knows the plan except for him. So if you don't do it, then everybody in the house is going to blow up your game. Somebody's going to say something to him, and he's going to turn on y'all. He's got to go. And it makes sense. You can't tell everybody in the house the plan and then change the plan and expect no repercussions. So Corey has it right on. They don't need to change it up now. This is what I mean about the paranoia. All right. Corey was talking to someone and Sari overheard him. He was saying that the middlemen in the house were Red, Bowie, America, and him. But he said me. So he said the middlemen in the house are Red, Bowie, America, and me. So Sari overhears this, but she hears me instead of me. She probably came in on the ass end of the conversation. So then she goes around telling everybody that there's this new alliance called the Middleman, and it's Red and Bowie and America and me, and they don't know who the fifth one is. So they're talking again with Corey, and they're saying, look, we won't have the numbers. If we vote out Hassan, we're not going to have the numbers going forward. And Corey said, that's just stupid gameplay. When you have a chance to make a move like this and you're going to go after America, someone who hasn't won anything, who probably doesn't have the potential of winning much, and is easily influenced, but you're going to go after her versus Hyson, that just doesn't make sense. It's a stupid game move. A little while later, you see Izzy and Jared talking, and Izzy is irritated at Sari. Because Sari jokes around a lot, pokes fun at her. She doesn't like her to do it in front of people. It's embarrassing to her, yada, yada, yada. And Jared goes into telling Izzy how she just does that at home too. That she doesn't want anybody poking fun at her, but she does it at them all the time. And that he understands where she's coming from. And Sari's like, I love her, or Izzy's like, I love her to death and everything, but I'm just irritated with her, so I just had to get away. They sit and they talked a while back and forth, and they actually sounded like brother and sister. Bitching about mom type thing. And then Felicia comes in and Jared leaves, and Felicia asks her if she's okay, and she said, I'm just a little emotional today, and when I get that way I have to get away from people, because if not, then I say things that I regret. So she's emotional today. Honey, she's been emotional since the moment she walked in the damn door. Basically, Jared gives her a pep talk. Alright, then it goes up to the have-not room, and Red and Matt and Corey are talking. Red told Cameron about the professors a few days ago. Told you guys, Cameron can't keep his mouth shut about anything. He's turned on every damn alliance he's had so far. And if I were anyone in that house, there's no way in hell I'd trust him. No way in hell. You turned on 2 alliances? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. No, not going to happen. But they're trusting him. But they tell Corey about the alliance. I'm sorry, Cameron's in there too. So they go telling Corey about the Professor's alliance. Who all's in it, everything. And then Corey leaves, and Cameron and Red talk to Matt. Tell him that he needs to distance himself from Jag and Blue because he doesn't want to get it voted out because he's guilty by association. Their side of the house is going after that side of the house, and he doesn't want Matt to be collateral damage. Wants Matt to be with them. That he really needs to think about, if he wins HOH, putting up Blue and Jag on the block. And just kind of trying to manipulate Matt into being on their side. So, as of this morning, all the dust settled, all the talk settled, and the plan was back on to backdoor Heisem. And then all of a sudden, I'm watching the feeds, doing my makeup, getting ready for my show tonight. And I hear Felicia going off. I go over there and rewind it a little bit. I have no idea what the hell happened, but she went downstairs and jumped off right in the middle of Jag's ass in front of everybody. And told him, I know y'all are planning something. I know y'all are going behind my back. And I'm telling you right now, I can turn every bit of this shit around like that. And he's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. He's like, let's go in another room. Because they're right there in the open in front of everybody. And she said, I know Blue pulled Cameron in this morning. And Blue pulled Red in this morning. And Blue did this. And Jag is like, I don't know what you're talking about. And he's like, I am with you, the 7 of us. That is who I'm with. I am not going anywhere else. I'm not trying to start any alliance. I haven't done anything. If you think Blue is, then that's Blue. That's not me. And Jared happened to be in the room, and Felicia said, I don't even give a damn who's in the room. I'm going to speak my mind. And I'm telling y'all right now, if I do this shit for y'all, and then y'all turn around and y'all come after one of mine, she said, there's going to be hell to pay. They calm her down. They get her out of the room. She goes back up to her HOH room. Jag goes and finds Sari and takes her to the have-not room and is talking to her in the have-not room saying, look, I have no idea where the hell that came from. Like, why did she just jump off in the middle of my ass? I have no clue what's going on. And Sari explained to her that what it appeared to be going on. And he's like, no, that's not the case. He's like, I have not lied to y'all once. He said, except for the thing about Riley. He said, but since we became a 7 alliance, he's like, I've not lied to you once. I would tell you everything that's going on. So Felicia goes to her room. Oh, first, before all that happened, they're in the room. And Jag is saying, she's saying, I know what you guys are planning. And Jag says, I don't know what you're talking about. I swear, I'm not lying to you. And she starts talking again, and the feed's cut. And they don't go back into that room until after she's left, and it's just Jared and Jag. I get ahead of myself sometimes. But yes, damn it, CBS, stay on topic. God, they drive me crazy when they do that. But it shows Jag talking to Jared, and he says, I don't know why she's tripping on me like that. And Jared said, I'll go talk to her. Just calm down. I'll talk to her. Jag is in the have-not room with Felicia and Izzy talking. I mean, with Izzy and Suri talking. And then Felicia and Jared, after Jared's done calmed her down, they go in there. And they're all talking. They finally calmed Felicia down. And she said, this is why I did this. You know, this is what happened, A, B, C, and D, whatever. And Jack's like, I'm sorry, that had nothing to do with me. But Felicia says, I'm telling you right now, that America, she needs to be the one going up next week because she's a snake, right along with Mimi. I'm telling y'all who the snakes are. I'm like, it wasn't America that told anything, which is what's going around the house now. It was all due to Suri overhearing a conversation that Corey was having where he said he was in the middleman. And they were talking about the people that were playing the middle. So it's all because Suri misheard a conversation that Corey was having with somebody else. But now everybody in the house it's America that was going around telling it. You can't, what the hell? And what the hell has Mimi done? She hasn't done anything. She is right there with them. You tell me what to do. Now she'll go and mumble off to herself and everything for a little while. But she ain't done nothing. That paranoia, it is crazy in that house this season. Then it goes to Suri being in the HOH room. And Red goes in to talk to her to tell her everything that Blue was saying to him. Well, then Felicia comes in, and Felicia and Suri are questioning, coming right out and questioning Red about this middleman alliance, and if he's in it, if he's heard anything about it. And he says, no, I ain't heard nothing. I ain't in no other alliance. You know, and of course Cameron and him are over there trying to get a new alliance started. But I don't know what you're talking about. It's that America that she's the one that told everything. And I was like, okay. Red tells Cameron about his conversation with Felicia and Suri. And they're saying that they don't trust America. They can't say anything in front of her. Just keep it silent. And Red says, I told her something and it came right back to me within 24 hours. So don't trust her. Don't tell her anything. So that's what we have right now. I'm going to edit this. If the feeds come back on while I'm editing this, I'll do a part 2 and put it on towards the end of the video. But if not, that means that they didn't come back on, and I will post something in the chat, I think, is what I'll do. Anyway, do not forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything I have coming up. Give me some comments in the chat. Let me know what's going on in your head. What do you like? What do you don't like? Is it driving you just as crazy as it is me? I'm telling you, if you're watching these live feeds, you can't freaking keep up with anything. Nothing. They will, like I said, within 5 minutes, they had 10 different targets. So I will see you guys tomorrow. As always, have a good night and much love.